Welcome back to Throwback. I'm Sean. It's been a minute. Think about, I don't know, 9 days. I was going to do one last week. I had this, excuse me, I had this I had a W, right? Caucasian gentleman that he did some work on my house. He fixed the door about 5 years ago. He fixed the little thing on my house. Supposed to bring me the receipt or whatever the case. Never brought the receipt back or whatever. So he did an okay job, but he didn't do everything he was supposed to do, right? I'm telling you all this to set you up, right? So I knew him from working at Harris Teeter. White guy come in, big guy, you all loud and all this, and going around with the, one of them guys using his size and shit to intimidate and make sure when he talk like this. He one of them guys, right? So I post some shit about the Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial, right? Which, to me, from how I see it, you got the old white Southern cracker, Colonel Sanders, old cracker. That's say Old South. His whole image say Old South, right? Old South, right? And who was the one that was frying the chicken for the Colonel and all that? Where did he get his 11 spices and seasonings and herbs and all of that from, right? On the black woman. So now you got the old guy rubbing up on the syrup, which looked just like a black woman, rubbing all up on her, and she dressed in an old. To me, I think the commercial is racist. I think it's racist. I think it's in bad taste. If not racist, I think it's in bad taste. So I posted something on there, whatever, right? Had a woman say something, but then you got to, here this guy come. Talk about, I need to lose my slave mentality. I need to lose my slave mentality. And so I wanted to punch him in his face because, one, you know that white people don't talk to you like that in your face. I don't give a fuck how you look. One, you ain't going to talk to me, slave what? What the fuck you talking about? Explain that shit you talking about before you get punched in the face, see? They won't say that shit to you in your face, but on Facebook and on the internet and all that, they real good. And you can't be talking about punching people in the face, though, right? You can't be talking about punching people in the face. We're going to get back to that, too, about being careful online. So I say all that to say, I don't think I got a slave mentality. But if I did have a slave mentality, it would be that I have pretty much the mentality that society tell me I needed to have. And I fought it. So if I would have indulged more in that shit and took it on more, I'd have made the white guy happy, but then what about me? I think that's more the slave mentality. I think when you challenge what's going on and you motherfucking, if you ain't challenging what's going on, or at least no matter who, and it ain't gotta be a nasty negative challenge. It ain't gotta be why you telling me what to do and all this. If they your boss, they supposed to tell you what to do. But the question could be more of, instead of why you telling me what to do, is like, why you want me to do it this way, or something like, why I gotta, is it a certain reason why I gotta do it this way? Like, it's other ways you could say it and get things across. So but it's funny, I was thinking about it. I don't think I got the slave mentality, but whatever that is, I definitely don't feel I got it. But this is show tonight, where the show tonight I wanted to talk about the new year coming in, right? 2020, right? And so you got to think about from a standpoint. I was looking at it from, if you 29 and up, 28 and up, look at your last 10 years. Because your last 10 years, that'll give you where you could have been earning money. You out of high school and you could have been earning money. So your last 10 years, from 2010 to 2020. Look at that. Look at that how, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at what you wanted to get accomplished, what you tried to get accomplished, what you thought you was going to be able to do. You know what I mean? What you wanted to do. Because it's going to get harder. It's going to get harder from 2020 to 2030 to make certain moves. Like it's going to get harder and harder, man. They changing. They changing the welfare. I mean, not the welfare, the food stamp entitlement and all that. Which, to a certain extent, I mean, if you need it, you need it. But you don't want to. You don't want to get to a point where, especially if you healthy and you can work. Like, say when I came home from the military, I have food stamps a couple of times. You know, when I had the kids and shit, I'm paying. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only income, so I got the boys and I'm married and shit like that. Yo, I need a little help. You know what I mean? Every now and then. So, but Dad, when I just came home from the military, I got unemployment. I didn't get no food stamps, but I got unemployment. That shit even felt like after a while. I was like, just make you lazy. To me, it just make you lazy, make you just want to sit around and get used to getting paid for not doing nothing. And so especially as a grown man, but a grown adult, and you don't have no kids and nothing like that, you should be trying to earn money, man. Earn money and get your bank account right. So Bloomberg, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. So Bloomberg jumped back in. Kamala Harris fell out. Bloomberg trying to remake itself and all this. It's funny to watch happen, man. It's really funny to watch happen. Now all of a sudden people is you know, oh, Kamala Harris was the only black person. She wasn't black. Her hue might have been black, but she Hindu and Jamaican. And she never claimed she was black until till she started running. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we don't never, the best way to get the black people, or the more consistent way they try to approach us, is through our feelings. They don't try to really go through nothing tangible. They try to go through our feelings. So now you got Andrew Lang the other day. He was listening to rap music and all that type of stuff and bopping his head and all that. Which he might have listened to rap music before and all that, but you wasn't coming out and saying all that. And you was, you know, now it's that. Next year be saying like Hillary. He had hot sauce. He got hot sauce, carry hot sauce in packets in his wallet and shit like that to sprinkle on his chicken. Whatever, but whatever. It's funny. It's funny. If no matter who it is, if they not gonna really do nothing or concerned about your neighborhood, your community, or things that's gonna affect you, voting for them don't make no sense. Just logically don't make no sense, whether they Democrat or Republican. The Irishman with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. That was terrible. That thing was terrible, man. I don't care who say what. That thing was terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. They all stand around, you know, looking like they moving in slow motion and tell them like, oh my goodness, and they relying on everybody else to do. I'm like, man, it was sad watching that thing, man. It's like they tried to do Goodfellas one time too many. Like, let it go, man, let it go. Let some new guys do that. They could have let some new guys do that, played them roles. But it was all a money grab anyway. They got all the views that they wanted to see and shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I only watched it just cause it was done. The only reason I even attempted to watch it. Doctors revolved a heart of a dead person. Yep. The person was dead. They got the heart and they did something to it. They got it pumping again, reanimated it. Then put it inside of someone waiting for a transplant. Yep. Well, That's and it's funny, right? You see stuff like that, and they said they reanimated the heart, right? So I remember the movie back in the '80s, the Reanimator, and all of them early zombie movies and all of that. And it started with stuff like that, reanimating hearts and stuff like you bringing dead back to life. So now, whatever they did to that heart, they leave a heart inside that person. Can they bring that person back to life? And if they bring them back because the oxygen was deprived, they was oxygen deprived, what they brain gonna be alike? But they up, they alive, they got energy, they heart pumping good, but they brain ain't one. It's a dangerous, slippery slope. But let them do them. Meanwhile, in London, they got all types of cutting edge surgery going on. Remember the transgender clinic? See, I gotta write it down. So, cause it be so much stuff, I can't remember all the stories and be like, oh yeah, trying to remember the trans. So this is really actually, I put this together over a couple of days. This ain't like me just, oh, I'm gonna talk about this. I write stuff down and actually look at it again. But anyway, so they were talking about putting a womb in a transgender man for birth, right? That was the remember we used to talk about that. They trying to do that, right? So, oh, I was talking about it. Some of y'all might have been listening, don't even care. It was like, why you talking about this crazy shit? But here go another one. Hold on. So this time they took a lesbian couple, two women. They took the eggs out of her and fertilized it. After they fertilized it, they put it back in her for a little while, for 18 hours to let it incubate. Then took the eggs back out of her and put it in a woman over here, so, to give birth. So now they calling it they got the biological mother and a gestational mother. Whoo, that one is crazy. I was like, wow. Okay, this was his name, Eve. That one was crazy. That story there. So you got both of them get to be the mommy now. Both of them get to be the mommy, and both of them could say that they. Not judging. I'm not judging. I don't judge here. I just make sure you guys didn't miss it. There you go. I'm just like just making sure you guys didn't. In news today, right? Here you go. So in news today, you had Eve. I forget how this Eve Hall, Evehaud, Julius, 30 of Florida. He caught his son, preteen son, watching gay porn. Black guy, 30, in Florida. Right? He caught him watching gay porn. He packed his stuff, told him police gonna find another place for you to live. And so he dropped him off in the turn lane and dropped him off at the turn lane. This precinct where they live, it shut down and it shuts down at nighttime because of budgets. Like, it's a lot of places where they shut down at nighttime because of budget. So the police station wasn't even open. He just dropped Shorty off and peeled out. Somebody called police. They came. Boo, whoop. The mother came and got the son, of course. Wah. Right? Now, first thing is, I bring that up to go, let's talk about how can you handle that, men and maybe mamas. How can you handle that? Because this is the type of age you live in now. Like, that's you got people that's telling so many young black boys that it's acceptable, and not that it's okay or not. It's not whether it's okay or not. We know it's okay. Do how you live, how you want to live. But it's like they promoting it and celebrating it a little bit more. So you're gonna have more kids doing it now. Plus, by doing that, it's for a black man. For a black man, I get it, and I see like seeing how it's moving. You do that, you got a little bit more doors open for you. Yeah, you're gonna have a little bit more hate and all that in your community, but once you get up out of your community and you get in other circles, you gonna get a little bit more doors gonna be open to you. You a non-threatening black man. That's what they wanted me to be for years, a non-threatening black man. They came up with all kinds of ways. HR, what's that? What was the first one they did was affirmative action. They gave us affirmative action, and then they complained about affirmative action when none of us was even getting no benefit from affirmative action. They was picking and choosing who they was giving affirmative action to, and then complained about it. So that didn't work, because they figured, oh, we'll be able to label, brush all of y'all with the affirmative action stroke. The only way you got here, Sherwin, cause affirmative. That didn't work. Then they came in with the human resources wave. That didn't really work. You know what I mean? So they tried different things. But anyway, I digress. This is why I brought that up, though. Because, one, you can't handle it like that, Pops. That's one. You can't handle it like that. You got to have a conversation. Conversation probably should have been had prior to that. But you got to have a conversation. And like I was talking, even with the Dwayne Wade thing, I like you can't beat a man up for his son choosing to be a certain way. That's not what I'm saying. But you got to talk to your son about time and place. And that stuff shouldn't be, preteen shouldn't be worrying about that. Like, to me, shouldn't be worrying about that. Should be focused on books, academics, shit like that. But it's going to start to happen more and more. Young black males embrace this. It's going to happen. And like I was saying, like, this one, I know, because with celebrities, you out there, you gotta, and sponsors and stuff like that, and corporations, you gotta say what you gotta say. You gotta say what you gotta say. They're gonna stop fucking with you. You're gonna lose your position. You're gonna lose your all that stuff. All it takes is one dumb statement and you done. Because they position, I got it wrote down. Position, but their success dictates that they tote the company line, capitulate, as Stephen A. would say. We used to say sell out, Uncle Tom, or whatever. The TV world and the real world is gonna bump heads on this. I think Hollywood, I think they need to slow down with it. I think they pushing it, promoting it too much. Like, yeah, we understand everybody want to be accepted and this and this and that and this and this and that, but they glorifying it. They glorifying it, and they really, it's crazy. But whatever. With all the dumb shit on TV, they actually had the nerve to say Gabrielle Union hairstyles was too black, allegedly said. Right? That's what the beef is about. The beef is about, the beef, and they fired her over her hairstyle, going to work with her hairstyle and all that. I know they said it. You know they said it. And you know they said it. I have no doubt they said her hairstyle was too black. You know they said it. They had a problem with her, or they're going to have a problem with any black person. They had a problem with me coming in there talking hip-hop. Like, this is what happens. Like, TV is the old boys club. It's funny, though. Like, and like I said, I'm it's all love, Gabrielle, whatever. It's all love, her, Dwayne Wade. But look at her. She out there fighting the battles she in the workplace fighting the battles, and Dwayne in the home fighting the domestic battles for his son and the equality and all that. Just the way it plays out. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, so shout out to Gabrielle Union for that, though. Cause that's one thing that no matter what, like I said, at the end of the day, we still black. Little differences of opinions or whatever the case may be. Like I see now, the big thing on Twitter is people that wanting to debate and wanting to get at each other and all that, which I get it. And the funny thing was, like, I ain't even been doing this shit too long. I ain't been doing it too long. I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm decent. I think I'm decent. Like, right? Because I see a lot of stuff that I be saying and posting. I see other celebrities saying all the time. I see, like, my opinion on Oprah Winfrey and how she attack, she going after Russell Simmons and Mike and all this stuff, but she not doing nothing on Harvey Weinstein, who just think he just untouchable in the media, running his mouth. Oh, they should be thanking me. I help more women's and all this. He's really a cocky little dude, though. But yeah. So I say all that to say I see people want to debate and all of this and all that. It don't matter at the end of the day. It don't matter how you see it, how I see it. It's all we seeing a fucked up situation and shit. That's the bottom line or whatever. So, but I understand because you got some people that, you got like the brother Dr. Boyce. Dr. Boyce, why? Because he go over to Africa and shit. And so he come back and he talking shit about, not shit. I mean, that's the wrong. I don't want to frame it in the wrong light. He's talking about how, we need to invest in Africa and this and this and that and whoop-de whoop whoop whoop. But now they saying like, oh, he got his little land over there and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like you can never, you know what I mean? Remember Bill asked to buy NBC. They threw him in jail. So name a positive show that's normal, that's black. Blackish don't count because they not your typical black family. So that's all. I mean, so you got to think about it. That's how they keep the images going. That's how they keep us in the same frame of mind. That's how they dull dull us wanting to care or dull us being offended by this or upset by this or being bothered by this. They dull our senses until a certain, then the next thing you know, you look back after 5 years, you're like, damn, how we get to this far? How we move this far? Remember the jazz club? I did the job for 4.5 months and I lost about, what, 20K? $18,000 just because they didn't like my attitude that I'll be high-fiving people in the kitchen and playing music, rap music. In other words, you're not acting white enough, Mr. Holloway. Or Gabrielle, we want to fix your hair so where white people like it. Our sponsors, not white people. Our sponsors in the audience and our viewers. That's what they said. In a way that feel comfortable seeing you look until they comfortable. See, that's the thing. They want it till they comfortable. They want you to act the way so they comfortable. So they don't feel the way. Yeah. So now that Kamala out, they got Andrew Lang in doing, man, for the token. But just think about this. So once again, you got all white people telling us that we gonna run the Democratic Party and we the answer, and y'all need to listen to us. And y'all need to vote for us. And we ain't did shit for y'all. We ain't never did nothing for y'all. We ain't gonna do nothing for y'all. But we want y'all to vote for y'all. Vote for us. And here goes some white people and we going and I'm really thinking about not voting this time. I'm just gonna not vote. If I do vote, I'm gonna go and write my son named Shane in. He gonna get his first presidential vote. I'm gonna write his name in for president. Shane for president. And my brother for Secretary of Defense. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just write names in. Word up. That's what I'm gonna do. Word up. Joint Chiefs of Staff, my man Scam, you know what I mean? Big Ron, you know, Secretary of State, all that, yeah. Speaker of the House, my man Hat, he like to talk. Let Hat be the talker. Be like, go out there and tell him some shit, Hat. What you want me to tell him, OG? Word, go tell him we gonna work that shit out with Kim, man. Word, OG said he got it, y'all. Fall back. See? Easy. David Walker. Remember the last show? I talked about David Walker a little bit, right? I'm looking at the time, make sure I don't go over. Got about an hour and some change, hour and some change. But David Walker, born 1796, September 28th, 1796 in Wilmington, North Carolina. Died at the age of 33 in 1830, right? Massachusetts. Now, the last show we talked about, he wrote it's called An Appeal to the Colored Citizens of the World. 1830, the same year he died. So you know what happened. He wrote this great yet dangerous book / document, then he dies. So there's that, right? So thought that it was no, like, it was just so weird, know that it was, despite what some people say, it was male figures that was standing out, they was talking, they was speaking up, you know. He wrote this, and it was very articulate for his time. It was very, as they would say, it was articulate. You know, like Mayor Bloomberg told, ex-Mayor Bloomberg told Cory Booker, "Oh, you talk articulate. You're an articulate, fella." Like, to think that, basically saying, "I'm surprised you're articulate." But anyway, get away from that, right? So it was pretty good for back then, and he challenged in the pamphlet. He challenged the president. He challenged the society as the society of slavery is wrong, as far as the Constitution and religion and all that. He went back to talked about Romans had slaves, right? But the slaves was from all over. They was us. The slaves was the blacks taught it gave the children to be taught, not the great philosophers. So the brother was hitting them with a bunch of jewels. And so, yeah, they killed that brother. You know they killed that brother. They gonna say he died of natural causes. He died at 33. They killed that brother. In L.A., they just started reviewing all the cameras that cops wear. You thought they would have been reviewing them already, right? But no, they haven't. Even though they've been recording them since 2015, right? You'll say, "Oh, I seen them record the cameras, review the cameras." You're right. They only review them in 2 instances: when there's a felony arrest or when there's a physical altercation. Any regular, like, little bullshit, you show up to somebody's house or whatever the case may be, and ain't nothing happened, they don't even review it. They could care less what happened. Now they're going to start reviewing them, right? So, they got this one cop in L.A. that when his partner, they get to the house and the lady is dead. She's on the floor dead. Partner goes to the car. He turns his camera off, not remembering. I'm watching Dame Lillard. Oh, he went up. Oh, did he get the... And they call a charge. No, they call a block. And he laid the basket. Oh, that's an and one. So, I'm sorry. I'll watch it again. It's 110 Trailblazers Suns. 110. 25 seconds left. That's why I called my name. Dame went up with the double clutch. But anyway, I'm back. Stay focused, Sharon. So, the camera records for 2 minutes after you turn it off, right? Just for situations like that, right? So, he started finding in the lady breast in the 2 minutes. The dead lady. He's fondling her breast. And so they didn't catch him till they reviewed the cameras. They would have never caught him. That would have been something they never would have reviewed. So they caught him, and he got suspended. I'm like, dumbass necrophilia. That's what it's called, necrophilia. Necrophilia, pervert ass weirdo. Right? That's what I said. So that made me come up with a new segment. That's right, y'all. A new segment. I love new segments. I got all kinds of segments. I don't even know. One day we'll have a show where we do one of each set. Got white privilege. We got Twitter. We got the Twitter report. We got all kinds of shit, man. We got all kinds of shit, right? So we got Shermadamus when I read the future. So here you go, right? So that's right, the new segment, law enforcement, right? And I catch doing bullshit. They never get the right the right sentences, right? They never get the right sentences. So we got Judge Sherm. I will give my opinion on the appropriate jail terms for cops when they do crimes, right? Because they never get the right. They always getting off. I seen a dude in New York. He was a cop, and it was the boyfriend of his ex-girlfriend. He put a gun in his face or some shit and did some old shit or whatever. They ain't even give him no jail time. So cops don't never get no jail time, right? And so going back to the pervert pedophile guy. There you go. You can't say that fast. Pervert pedophile. Pervert pedophile. There you go. Pervert pedophile. But anyway, I think, what you think for that? I was thinking like 2 to 5. You know, 2 to 5. Just because it's real creepy, man. It's like real creepy. And I would say you're supposed to be on a sex thing after that. Some kind of whatever after that. But I don't know. But anyway, I guess the Suns lost the game, y'all. Update. I could rewind it, but it ain't that serious. Let's rewind. Yep, they lost. Portland won. Melo hit the game winning. No, it was Dame Lillard. They won by 1 point. So yeah, so I say a 2 to 5. 2 to 5. Case by case, no emotions. You know me, I'm not emotional. I only deal with facts. I always try to stay objective in these things. Right? North Carolina got a bowler rap out here. It's a new lasso type thing that hooks to, it's a thing that they shooting out. Or they gonna go and it's gonna shoot out this thing and it's gonna hit you and wrap around you and restrain you like this. It's some new. Yeah, they trying to go backwards with it. I'm telling you, they trying to go backwards with it. That's why they doing that. They getting ready to do the Fred Hampton story. Black Panther member, they assassinated in his house, and they just went up in there and just killed him. They ain't try to arrest him. They just went up in there and shot like 100 times, all through the house, just assassinated. So, but what they try to do is the Queens, and then they had the thing over in New Jersey, and it turned from something, a simple drug deal or whatever, drug buy, whatever, to it was a Black Israel plot and all that, Black Israelites and all that stuff. So they trying, I'm telling you, they trying to go on the hood with their guns and stuff. That's what they want to do. This a Big Pete opinion. This is a Big Pete opinion, right? People, everybody entitled to their opinions. Talking to Big Pete. He said the LBGTQ whatever community is not a community, it's a lifestyle. He says not a community, it's a lifestyle. He said, which is fine. You chose to do it, but it's not a community. It's not a community. I'm a self-thinker. I don't even want to see two chicks kissing now. Yeah, I just like, yeah, it's, they done messed everything up. They done blew everything up. You know, when you was little, you used to see that, be like, oh wow. Now it's like, they killing everything. Reparations. P said he don't think, not if we don't stick together. Don't fall for Bloomberg. It's another one. Don't fall for it. Stop and frisk. Fill the prisons with the peoples. Don't fall for it. So okay, here you go. Going back to the 10-year plan. Standing up for what's right. That's the first thing that's part of getting you a plan. Standing up for what's right. Because if you got a plan that's based on dumb shit, lies, and fuck shit, how good is your plan? How stable, how sound, not stable, how sound is your plan? Like, alright, I want to do X, Y, Z, and this and that, but I'm going to base it all on lies, or I'm going to do it on the fact that maybe I'm going to go out and be able to hustle this much money every day, per week, and this and that, like, So yeah, so I was like, yeah, I was looking at the plan, looking at me or whatever. What did you accomplish? You know, where will you be in 2030? How to come up with a plan. Right? We got another one. How to come up with a plan. New segment. Sherm, the life coach. Right? That's it. Sherm, the life coach. Let's do a little life coach for the new millennium. For the new decade. Here you go. For the new decade. 2020, 2030. First, you need to figure out things you like to do, that you are good at, that you know, you care about, right? That's the first thing. First thing to do is figure out what you like to do. I could ask people that all the time. I'd be like, yo, if they going to talk about going to college, what you want to go to college for? I don't know. What would you like to do? I don't really know. So, and just cause you like to cook something, you gotta think, okay, I like to whistle, but do you want to go to school for whistling, and do you think you could whistle every day and make money and going to enjoy it still, just like cooking, or telling people what to do if you was a teacher, or like figure out what you want to do. Then a path where you can realistically achieve these goals. Like, alright, I'm a correction officer, and I want to be the captain, or whatever the case may be. Alright, you got to figure out a plan to get there. You know what I'm saying? Then go after it. But the first step is you gotta identify what you want to do. Where you trying to go? What you planning for? Oh, I'm planning to get a good job. Okay. That's not a plan. That's something that you just do. You just keep going. You keep grinding. And not just online. Go online, then you go down there. You put your application in, then go down there and talk to the manager. Yo, put my app in, man. What's up, man? Look for me, man. Check me out. I'm chilling. I'm shining right here, man. You want me on your team, man. That's what you do. When you go in that interview, go in there not thinking that hey, go in there thinking it's my job. You know what I mean? Go in there loose, honest, don't bullshit, and go after it. Word. Because 10 years, I'm going to give you my 10 years. It ain't gonna be no dragged out shit. But 10 years ago, I came to North Carolina with 2 bags of clothes. One for work, one for play. Right? I just left 45K in New York City. But remember I told you they wasn't giving me no more money. They want me to be whiter. I wasn't gonna be whiter. It's only you only talk about $50,000, $60,000. You want me to motherfucking join the jazz club Illuminati, you gotta give me some bread, bro. But anyway, I digress. So 2010 got here, job in the airport, no go. That's July. August, I start HT, Harris Teeter. September, in my apartment. 2011, I started at $8.50. 2011, 11.50, maybe $12 an hour in 2011. I got my car in 2012, and I got another raise. I think I'm at $14 an hour. 2015, chef manager, 16 an hour. House, I got my house at 15. Once I got the next promotion. So I got my house at 15 and shit, cause I came down here. My thinking was I came down here, I was 40. I'm like, shit, I gotta have me a house before 50. So if you out there in 20 and you going, oh nigga, I was still making a plan at 50, a new plan. This wasn't a plan I had at 20 or 30. This is a plan that I came up with right now at 40 years old. So, yo, if you just look at it, you can always start from this is your ground zero. Like, if you 38, like, alright, fuck them 38 years, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna take my time, I'm focused, come up with a plan, and from 38 to 48, I'm gonna work it like this. That's what I'm saying. 15, get the house. 16, I'm United Therapeutics and shit. 17, I'm at the country club, Carolina Country Club or whatever. But that was my plan though. So you gotta come up with a plan, man. You gotta come up with a plan and work it. Cause they got plans for people with no plans in America. It's a country that feeds off the people. They grind up the people that's not doing nothing. That's what the systems, that's why they call it systems. Here go the systems. Legal, penal, scholastic, acting, entertainment, whatever. They use the people they can make money off of, and they use the people they can't. They grind them up. Them the people they feed off of. Them the people that they sign to them fucking contracts. Them the people that they use. Them the people that end up, selling their soul and all this shit. That's the people they use. They grind. That's what it runs off. Food stamp change. 120 days. We need everyone that could work in this generation to work. This is what the politicians, some of the quotes they were saying. I was like, wow. Assistance through tough times, but not a way of life. That was another quote they said. Government dependency was never meant to be an American dream. Yeah. We a helping hand, not an indefinite giving hand. Off the sidelines, back to work. Excuse me, this was Christina Rasmussen. She was going in. She was going in. She was going in. She here in North Carolina, I guess. She was going in. They need 18 to 49 that could work, able-bodied. They calling it ABAWD, ABAWD, able-bodied adults without dependents, AWOB. So they got an acronym from y'all now, AWOBs. The AWOBs. We want the AWOBs working. Yeah. They say, and they basing this off the employment rate. They saying the employment rate is lower and they creating more jobs, even though the jobs is part-time jobs or low-paying jobs or entry-level jobs, which in North Carolina have your ass living in a hotel with your kids, extended stay and shit. You can't make ends meet with that shit. You can't make ends meet. They need to pay people more. They don't want to pay people more. $8.50 as a minimum wage. Where at? You can't live with that in no place. Can't live with that one nowhere. My energy will be gone in the next generation, maybe too. Because society's setting it up that way. They don't want this kind of thing around. That's why they giving the reins of society in America to white women. Let white women change over and squeeze us a little bit more and position us with the help of black women like Oprah. I told y'all about Oprah though. right on time. See, look. Boom, told y'all about Oprah. Docu-series on Russell Simmons. Might be guilty. Who knows? Who knows? Whoever knows with those type of things and shit like that. Because it's always going to be, in a case, the man going to try to make downplay his shit. And a woman might upplay, embellish, or add on. possible. I ain't saying that's what happened, but that's possible. When you got two people and it's gonna be like in the episode of Martin and Gina's version of how they met was totally different, and Pam had some other shit. What about Harvey, Prince Andrew, who still, chicks are still coming out talking about Prince Andrew, what he did. What about NBC that was paying sexual harassment victims to keep their mouths shut for years? Here go one. This was something. In NC, they had an 11-year-old boy, 12-year-old girl get arrested for manslaughter. They ran another child in the street. They was fighting. He got hit. The 11-year-old got hit and killed. Physical altercation. Yeah, 11-year-old got hit and killed. The driver was not charged, but the kids was charged. And like I said, they trying to grind us up. They trying to lock the kids up. They trying to lock they trying to do everything. The driver was let go, but the kids is going to be charged. Cuba Gooding Jr. allegedly is a freak. Yo, Cuba is out here wilding, man. He's still, I seen him in the paper today partying with another W. And he grabbing booty. One chick said he tore her tights. Two women said he told her to pee on me. You gonna pee on my face and in my mouth. Cuba's a freak. Word. They kill his career. See, Cuba was another one of them brothers. See, it's funny, like the new brothers in the back in the day brothers. So Cuba's a back in the day brother because he was acting since the 80s. Cuba was acting since the 80s, so you had to act and move a little bit different in Hollywood back then and now. You know, you had to have your white woman, you had to act a certain way. He got his Oscars, and then the next movie he did was Snow Days. No, not Snow Dogs. Snow Dogs. Some shit like that. The Oscar got to do Snow Dogs because he wanted to make sure he distanced himself from being his, you know, that's how he tried to portray himself as, like, I'm the light-skinned brother. And that's what happens. He was another one, the original see, I wrote it down. He was another one of the original light-skinned brothers doing the white life. But they got him on 6 different states, women saying he was wilding out. And I'm going to tell you what happened. See, this is what happened. Him and Bill, they get up in there, and you start to acting so much like it, and you forget that you really not them. You not them. You can't do what they do. Bill, you can't do what Harvey Weinstein did and doing. Like y'all can't do it. They could do it and get away with it. Get the little slap on the wrist and go off into the sunset like Matt Lauer and all of them at the Day Show. But y'all going to jail. Y'all going to jail. Ask Mystical. Y'all going to jail. Y'all going to jail. I shouldn't even do this. But I shouldn't, because Ice Pete said you shouldn't even mention it. But the chick Lizzo, I never even heard none of her songs. I didn't even knew who she was. I couldn't have picked her out in the motherfucking lineup. I still probably can't pick her out in the lineup per se and shit, but she was at the game with her ass out, dressed with the thong on and all that, which, I mean, she do what she want to do, whatever. I said don't even give it the energy, because, you know, because like he said you would have never even known about her if she didn't do that. My thing is, you gotta stop doing that, sisters. I was getting on the last joint I was talking about, what's her name? Sierra shaking for Russell Wilson. So I'm consistent. Y'all need to stop with the dumb shit. I'm consistent with my shit. Y'all need to stop. Y'all queens, but y'all twerking like hoes. You queens, but y'all want to be out there with your ass out. Like, come on. Same thing with the men. Y'all want to be kings, but your ass, your pants down, your drawers is showing and all that shit. Your ashy ass is out and shit like that. I'm in the barber shop. You know, you hanging out. You seeing niggas ass cracks and shit like, nigga, what the fuck? So yeah, I'm consistent. Pick your fucking pants up. Put some pants on. Yeah, she got a song, whatever. I ain't gonna never hear none of her song. Yeah, I wrote this out. Am I or do I have a slave mentality? Or has living, working in America made me made me like this? What you like? Whether I'm seeing from a negative or a positive, is what America made me. It's what America made me. And they did, so then I wrote this down. Slavery. They were all serial killers, sex traffickers, rapists, and terrorists. If you're going by today's standards, that's what slave masters was. They was rapists, they was sex traffickers, they was serial killers, and they was terrorists, period. Right? That's what they was. When they freed us, KKK popped up and harassed and hang us, harassed us and all that. Right to vote. Then killed people when it came to vote. Now they even doing voter suppression nowadays. Affirmative action, which because they wasn't doing shit fair towards blacks and browns, complained about the shit till they reversed it. Right? See, I'm giving you the, how they say receipts. Here go my receipts right here. Legal. Give you a lawyer, but fuck you with the bail money. Incontinuances. Get a college degree, then tell you need experience to go with your college degree. Have experience, no college, tell you need college. Have both, they tell you overqualified. See? Be a free thinker, but if you don't vote Democrat, you stupid. Yep, that's what they say. You could be free thinking, you could think free, but vote Democrat. Now, let's talk about that. Talk about me. Gary Hart ran for presidency in 1988. Why is that important? Because he got caught in a scandal. He got caught doing the shit that we celebrated Clinton for doing. Partying, hanging out with the chicks, had the picture with the chick in the swimsuit sitting on his lap. That's what got him ran out the thing. And then up rose Reagan. Reagan got nominated, got the presidency, and then he did the trickle down Reaganomics and all of this bullshit right there, right? So boom, which I think that was the first. That was definitely a setup, right? Busting in the cover, boom. 6 presidential elections, right? Right. I didn't vote for Carter, but Clinton. You got Reagan, Bush, Carter, Clinton, Obama. I broke them down, I guess, the 3 Democrats up top. Carter, Clinton, Obama. And on the bottom, Reagan, Bush, Trump. They still ain't do nothing for us, yo. They still ain't do nothing for us. So that hashtag adios is something gotta give positive vibes, energy, support for. You know what I'm saying? ADOS. Yeah, so you know FBA. So yeah, you know, but until we actually in them spots where we know that we got us, if we get elected, we gonna actually do something for us, and not your Obama type guys that get in there and really not gonna, cause Obama didn't do nothing for us, y'all. He made you feel good being in there, but he didn't do too much for transgenders, yeah. A woman in California, this one was funny to me. She was given 5 years in jail. She was claimed she was getting married on this website called The Knot. And so she got the insurance for $10,000. So if something happened and her wedding don't go off, she get $10,000. So she said that something, and she got the insurance money, $10K. Then she turned around and said, I lost the check, and can I get another $10,000 check out of them? And that's where she got caught. Now, excuse me. Damn. Like, you got away with it once. So my man Black was saying, but yo, maybe she got away with more, you know, this and this and that. She gonna get, you know, down and like, yo, like, I applaud people. Like, if you gonna hustle and you gonna steal, don't do it with a gun. Don't use no gun. Don't do no hustle with your brain. Hustle with your brain. And if you gonna get somebody, don't get us. Get them. Shit, we struggling too. So I applaud her. I applaud her. But you should have stopped with the first 10,000 check. So that goes to my next person. Orlando Henderson, 29, of he in North Carolina, Charlotte, right, working at a bank. He stole. Before I get to that part, his life is gone. His life story will be a movie, right? But in the movie, most likely gonna play him as a white guy. It ain't gonna be a black guy because he uses brains, right? Going back to tying this in with the previous story, and here you go. He was arrested by feds in San Diego from stealing from his bank 18 times for what they say was 88,000. They can't be sure. He was in there 18 times. Even if you still, yeah, nah. I think he stole more than 88K. That's what they saying they got him for. He had a 20,000. He put 20,000 on the bands, white bands. It was nice too, nice bands. Some nice creamy. And then did some paperwork to make another bank pay off the loan. This dude was really getting it, right? Smart. But then he took a picture on Instagram with the money stuck to his ear like this. And that's what they caught him off for. They caught him off his Instagram pictures. He was doing it, he was chilling. The money stacked pictures on social media did him in. Damn, smart and dumb. I ain't gonna lie. Going back to what I was saying, yo, if you gonna do crimes, right? If you gonna do crimes, one, do a smart crime, but be smart. Be smart. Don't make it a violent crime. Don't make it worse. You know what I mean? It'd have been worse he went in there with a gun or something sticking up and all that. Now, I'm not condoning this. I'm not condoning this. Don't say I'm glorifying people doing bank frauds and all that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to be a criminal, be a smart criminal. Be a smart criminal. Why they call it white-collar crime? No, why can't we do white-collar crime? Right? But anyway, he started getting cocky. He said, I make it look easy, but this shit really a process. Building his brand. Yeah. He was thinking he destroyed some of the records, some of the bank books and the records to cover up the theft. So he did do a little smarter, but they talking about 30 they talking about 70 years and $1 million in fines. But when he come home, he good. When he come home, he gonna be good. When he come home, he gonna be good. He gonna be good when he come home. Do a movie just like Frank Lucas, which by the way got busted, and not busted, but he caught the attention of them when he was at the fight with that fur coat on, and they took that picture. He chilling. Who is this rich black nigga right there? That's what happened, and that's when he caught their eyes when all that money, and like, what? Who is he? How did he get his money? What is that? There you go. Follow the trail, the paper trail. Right? This the last one. They had some Army cadets at the Army-Navy game over the weekend flashing up their little either okay signs or racist hand gestures. Racist hand, white supremacist hand gestures. I'ma say this. One, the one dude, when he put his arm back here, so it came over and was on the other guy's shoulder. That guy propped up proud when he seen it, like, yo, oh, what are he doing in our here? Oh shit, I don't think they. So he stood up proud. Black guy over here and a black cadet over here. The black cadet over here seen it and was like, and he turned away. The other black cadet over here seen it and just smiled like, I don't believe these motherfuckers, right? And so my thing is this. It's probably all of them. OK Signal, the this and that. They just like the national anthem. Just like all of these institutions. All of them was in the beginning set up most likely by white people that was crackers. Most of these institutions in America, this is their country. This is their country. This is their society. This is their rules. It's their agenda. It's their ulterior motives. It's on them. I like the fact that you get called out and especially on Twitter, you get called out for that type of shit now, and they investigating it and all that. But it's not nothing new. I seen it in the army. Ku Klux Klan symbols as flags or whatever painted on the side of military trucks and shit like that. That's where I seen the most racism at, is in the military. In the military and in the kitchen. Because that's where black people can't do nothing but fried chicken. Even though I could saute any vegetable, anything, grill anything better than anybody on the line in there, but all I could cook is fried chicken. But on that note, this Big Sherm, I wanted to come back. I wanted to do another show. I ain't do one in a minute. I tried to. I had a lot of stuff to talk about, so I wanted to do it and chop it up. You know, didn't really. But yeah. But we gonna get back at it. The new year coming, 2020. This is an opportunity for everybody to start with a new sheet of paper and forget making things about, to me, like, oh, I'm going to work out and I'm going to eat healthier and all this. Yo, you need to start with your mind. You need to get your mind right. Once you get your mind right, then all that other stuff, eating right, this, that, you know what I mean? Because once you incorporate the whole, you can't say, I'm going to just make my eating good. But I'm going to live foul, I'm going to talk foul. Like, you got to do it for the best result. You got to change over your whole everything. Your eating, how you talk to people, how you look at things, you know, how you approach things. Like, you got to change, make that whole change. And then once you change that, you'll feel it. You'll start feeling better. The outlook. You know what I mean? It's how you look at things. But yeah, anyway, I know I'm about close. I done burnt out my time on that chip. But yeah, it's funny. It's like I feel like my show is a good show. I'm doing a good thing. But then part of me, like, sometimes feel like it's like the hill. Like, you going, like, I feel like it's a hill that I'm climbing. So it's like it's really like, it ain't depressing. That's a dumb word, but it's, you know, it's challenging. We got a lot of challenges. It's mental challenges and hurdles. It's crazy. But yeah, though, I'm Big Sherm. This the show. Hopefully somebody like it. All right, love.